like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Wake up! Run fast from a day job, running fast from the way it was. Jump quick to a paycheck, running back to the strip club. I'm never going back, never going back. No, you can't make me. Never going back, never going back. They never take me.
Okay, guys, so another case review. Guys, please be sure to drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Now, this case is pertaining to Velvet and Eligio Bishop, a.k.a. Nature Boy, a.k.a. Three God, a.k.a. Chief Papa John Hot Pocket, a.k.a. Chief Adsegs, divorce. Yes, they are divorced, guys. Okay, guys, for each page that is being read, you will see that page on the screen. So here we go.
This matter comes before the court. On September 27, 2023, before Magistrate Valteron, the complaint for divorce filed by plaintiff Velvet Marquez wife on December 21, 2022. An answer was never filed by defendant, Eligio Bishop, husband. The court FMDS from the evidence deduced that wife has been a resident of the state of Ohio for at least 6 months and a resident of Hamilton County for at least 90 days. Immediately preceding the filing of the complaint for divorce, plaintiff and defendant were married on August 11, 2020, and had been separated since November 1st, 2020. There's one minor child born of the relationship, namely Eliana Bishop Marquez, DOB, January 18, 2019. There is one child born during the marriage, namely Aviana Navi Marquez, DOB, November 17, 2021, but DNA testing excludes defendant as the biological father of this child. Wife is not currently pregnant. The parties are incompatible. The parties have no real estate. The parties have divided their household goods. The parties have no marital automobiles. The parties have no marital funds on deposit. The parties have no stocks or bonds. The parties have no retirement savings plans or pension profit sharing plans. The parties are due no joint tax refunds. The parties have no life insurance policies. The parties have no expectancies and no inheritances. The parties have no marital debts. There are no issues regarding attorney fees. It is therefore ordered, adjudged, and decreed that the marriage existing between the parties be, and the same is hereby dissolved, based on the grounds of incompatibility, and that both of the parties hereto are released from their obligations to one another. It is further ordered that each party shall retain the household goods currently in his or her possession. It is further ordered that each party shall keep his or her bank accounts in his or her name free and clear of any claim by the other. It is further ordered that each party shall pay his or her separate debts, along with any interest that has accrued or will accrue on these debts in a timely fashion, holding the other harmless thereon. Separate debts are defined as those accumulated after November 1st, 2020. It is further ordered that neither party shall pay spousal support. Alertity 2. The other. Plaintiff qualifies for a fee waiver. Court costs are waived. It is further ordered that wife shall be the designated residential parent and legal custodian of the party's child. Husband shall not have any court-ordered parenting time because he is currently incarcerated. There is a protection order in effect, and because he has not completed the required parenting education course. It is further ordered husband shall be the child support obligor, and wife shall be the child support obligee. Eliana Bishop Marquez, DOB, January 18, 2019, is the only child subject to this child support order. Neither parent has private health insurance, accessible at a reasonable cost, and as such insurance is not being provided in accordance with our C3119.302(2). It is further ordered that effective May 16, 2023, the obligor, husband, will pay support to the obligee, wife, in the amount of $0 per month as set forth in the child support worksheet attached hereto, any credit or arrearage of child support or spousal support on the Child Support Enforcement Agency CSCA records is preserved, notwithstanding Section 3109. 1 of the revised code, the parental duty of support to children, including the duty of a parent to pay support pursuant to a child support order, shall continue beyond the child's 18th birthday only in accordance with Section 3119.86 of the revised code. The duty of support shall continue during seasonal vacations. Child support obligor is responsible for making payments directly to the Office of Child Support of the Department of Job and Family Services until such time as a deduction order takes effect. Any payment made directly to the child support obligee and not through the Office of Child Support of the Department of Job and Family Services shall be deemed a gift and not credited to the support account. All support under this order shall be withheld or deducted from the income or assets of the child support obligor pursuant to a withholding or deduction notice or appropriate order issued in accordance with Chapters 3119, 3121, 3123, and 3125 of the revised code, or a withdrawal directive issued pursuant to Sections 3123, 24 to 3123.38 of the revised code, and shall be forwarded to the child support obligee in accordance with Chapters 3119, 3121, 3123, and 3125 of the revised code. A person or entity required to comply with withholding or deduction notices described in Section 3121.03 of the revised code shall determine the manner of withholding or deducting from the specific requirement included in the notices, without the need for any amendment to the support order, and a person required to comply with an order described in Sections 3121.03, 3121.04 to 3121, 6, and 3121.12 of the revised code shall comply without need for any amendment to the support order, the withholding or deduction noticed, and other orders issued under Sections 3121.03, 3121.04 to 3121.06, and 3121.12 of the revised code, and the notices that require the obligor to notify the Child Support Enforcement Agency administering the support order of any change in the obligor's employment status, or of any other change in the status of the obligor's assets, are final and enforceable by the court. Payments to child support. Payment Central CSPC must be sent to the following address: Ohio CSPC, P.0. Box 18237 to Columbus, Ohio 43 to 18-237 to. Payments may be made by personal check, certified check, cashier's check, or money order. The payment must include the court case number, drive to 20F82, and the SETS number. If the SETS number A is not available, then the payment must include obligor's social security number, regardless of the frequency or amount of the support payments. The Office of Child Support of the Department of Job and Family Services will administer the order on a monthly basis in accordance with RC 3121, 51 to 3121.54. Payments must be made as ordered by the court. The obligee must notify the Child Support Enforcement Agency immediately, and the obligor may notify the Child Support Enforcement Agency of any reason to terminate the support order. A willful failure to notify the Child Support Enforcement Agency is contempt of court. Reasons include, but are not limited to, the following: A. The child turns 18 years old and no longer attends an accredited high school on a full-time basis if the support order does not require support to continue past age 18. B. The child's death, marriage, emancipation, or enlistment in the armed services. Or C. The change of legal custody of the child. Each party to this support order must notify the Child Support Enforcement Agency in writing of his or her current mailing address, current residence address, current residence telephone number, current driver's license number, and of any changes in that information. Each party must notify the agency of all changes until further notice from the court or agency, whichever issued the support order. If you are the obligor under a child support order and you fail to make the required notifications, you may be fined up to $50 for a first offense, $100 for a second offense, and $500 for each subsequent offense. If you are an obligor or obligee under any support order issued by a court, and you willfully failed to give the required notices, you may be found in contempt of court and be subjected to fines up to $1,000 and imprisonment for not more than 90 days if you are an obligor or obligee and you failed to give the required notices to the Child Support Enforcement Agency. You may not receive notice of the changes and request to change the child support amount, healthcare provisions, or termination of the child support order if you are an obligor and you fail to give the required notices. You may not receive notice of the following enforcement actions against you: imposition of liens against your property, loss of your professional or occupational license, driver's license, or recreational license, withholding from your income, access restriction and deduction from your accounts in financial institutions, and any other action permitted by law to obtain money from you to satisfy your support obligation. Definitions applicable to health expenses and health insurance, cash medical, at this time. The state of Ohio recognizes that parents spend an average of $388.70 per year per child on uncovered health care expenses. Therefore, the term cash medical is defined as $388.70 per child per year, as amended by statute, and the responsibility for paying this expense is allocated between the parents by income shares. As identified on line 23 of the Child Support Worksheet, cash medical. At this time, the state of Ohio recognizes that parents spend an average of $388.70 per year per child on uncovered healthcare expenses. Therefore, the term cash medical is defined as $388.70 per child per year as amended by statute, and the responsibility for paying this expense is allocated between the parents by income shares. As identified on line 23 of the Child Support Worksheet, cash medical support means a dollar amount ordered to be paid in a child support order towards ordinary medical expenses incurred on behalf of the children identified in the parties' child support order during a calendar year. The child support recipient's share obligee remains in her household, while the child support payer's share obligor is paid to the obligee in conjunction with the child support amount ordered, unless the child is receiving government-provided health care at no cost to either parent. Ordinary medical expenses include co-payments, deductibles, and uninsured, unreimbursed medical-related costs for the children named in the child support order. Extraordinary medical expenses include any uninsured, unreimbursed medical-related costs incurred for a child named in the child support order that exceed the total cash medical support amount, including the monthly amount that is obligee's share. As identified on line 28 off the Child Support Worksheet, reasonable cost for health insurance means that a plan of health insurance for the child, REN, identified in the child support order is accessible to the parent ordered to provide health insurance coverage at a cost of 5% or less of her gross annual income identified as the health insurance maximum on line 8 of the Child Support Worksheet, unless one or both parties expressly agreed to provide such health insurance for the children at a cost exceeding 5% of her gross income, or B, the court finds that it is in the best interest of the party's child REN for one or both parents to provide such insurance at a cost exceeding 5% of her gross income, as such insurance coverage will not impose an undue financial burden on the parent provision of health insurance for the child REN. Neither parent has health insurance accessible and available at a reasonable cost for the benefit of the minor, child, or children. In the event that private health insurance becomes available and accessible to either parent at a reasonable cost, the parent to whom such insurance becomes available shall obtain such private health insurance for the child no later than 30 days after it becomes available to him or her at a reasonable cost. The parent obtaining such insurance for the child must inform the Child Support Enforcement Agency when private health insurance coverage for the child has been obtained. A shared liability order shall issue. This order shall remain in effect for each child identified in the party's child support order until each such child reaches the age of 18 and no longer attends an accredited high school on a full-time basis unless otherwise ordered, except in cases in which a child support order requires the duty of support to continue for any period after the child reaches age 19. The order shall not remain in effect after the child reaches age 19. It is further ordered that both parents are liable to healthcare providers for their child's uncovered extraordinary healthcare expenses as defined herein. According to the formulas set forth below, the child support oblige. Velvet Marquez is responsible for the first $388.70 per year for the child's uninsured, unreimbursed healthcare expenses. This amount will be modified if there is a deviation in the cash medical support to correspond with the amount of the deviation as identified on lines 27 and 28 of the child support worksheet. A 100% deviation will result in the parents paying all uncovered expenses proportionally, as all such expenses would be extraordinary. Obligee should only be responsible for paying a certain amount per year per child. If that amount is paid as cash medical support, amount will include both parties' shares. The remaining costs of any and all uninsured, unreimbursed medical, dental, orthodontic, optical, prescription, psychological, counseling, or psychiatric expenses, including deductibles and or co-payments under the health insurance plan for the child, shall be paid 50% by the child support obligor, Eligio Bishop, and 50% by the child support obligee, Velvet Marquez. Each parent must submit to the other parent copies of all medical bills and receipts for payment. As soon as each parent is in receipt of the receipt, each parent must submit copies of all bills, including expenses for which the submitting parent is responsible, so the other parent is aware of what expenses have been incurred and what expenses have been paid. Each parent should have a complete set of all the medical bills and receipts. Documentation of all such expenses shall be provided to the other parent, and reconciliation of the amounts owed for reimbursement shall occur on a quarterly basis. The last day of January, April, July, and November each year. If one parent has paid the bill in full, the other parent must pay as her share to the parent who paid the bill within 30 days after he or she receives the receipts. If the healthcare provider has not been paid in full, each parent must make arrangements with the healthcare provider to pay her share within 30 days of the date that he or she receives the bill. If the bill is later reduced for any reason, insurance payment, insurance company modification, etc., the parent who first learns of the reduction must notify the other parent immediately. Each parent's portion of the original bill will be reduced accordingly, based on the percentage of each parent's responsibility for the original bill. Neither parent may use the child to deliver medical bills, proof of payment, or reimbursement to the other parent. It is further ordered that neither party shall interfere with the other party's right to quiet enjoyment and peaceful living, nor shall either party molest, harass, disturb, torment, interfere with, or annoy the other in any manner, directly or indirectly, at home, at place of employment, or anywhere. It is further ordered court costs shall be waived as plaintiff is indigent and has submitted a poverty affidavit attesting to this fact.
Now I am inserting the worksheets referenced throughout the order that was just read. So there you have it, guys. Velvet Marquez is divorced from Eligio Bishop, a.k.a. Nature Boy, a.k.a. Three God, a.k.a. Chief Papa John Hot Pocket, a.k.a. Chief Administrative Segregation. And she also has an order for support in place for Eliana. At this time, the child support order is set to $0 because Eligio Bishop, aka Nature Boy, aka Chief Hopper John Hot Pocket, aka Chief Administrative Segregation, is currently incarcerated. I am certain that this order will change once he is released.
Wake up! Run fast from a day job, running fast from the way it was. Jump quick to a paycheck, running back to the strip club. I'm never going back, never going back. No, you can't make me. Never going back, never going back. They never take me. I paid enough of petty dues. I put enough of shitty news. I had a thing for dirty shoes since I was 10. Love dirty men alike. Ooh, better today than yesterday. Ooh, I just take it day by day. Ooh, never hearing what they say. Ooh, I just do it my way. All I got is these broken clocks. I ain't got no time, just burning daylight. Still love and still love, and it's still love, it's still love, still love, still love, it's still love, and it's still love. Nothing but love for you, nothing but love, nothing but love. All that I got, pieces and pages, talking a lot. Sorry, I'm faded. Think I forgot. You love me. You love me. You love me. Gotta shift at 10 a.m. Gotta dip at 10 p.m. Gotta get that cash. Won't get past the lunch break. I ain't had a smoke break in about 2 days. No break. Been about 3 years since I dated you. Why you still talking about me like we together? I moved on for the better. You moved on to whoever. I was down for whatever and then some. You gon' make me late to work again. Ooh, better today than yesterday. Ooh, I just take it day by day. Ooh, never hearing what they say. Ooh, I just do it my way. All I got is these broken clocks. I ain't got no time, just burning daylight. Still love and it's still love, and it's still love, it's still love, still love, still love, it's still love, and it's still love. Nothing but love for you, nothing but love, nothing but love. I don't eat, can't sleep past 9 a.m. Heartbeat make me feel young again. Can't beat them, just join the party. I don't need nobody. All that I got, pieces and pages, talking a lot. Sorry, I'm faded.